Hey guys, so last night I'm pretty sure you heard by now, Al, that, Mike Mizanin, The Miz, cashed in successfully his second Money in the Bank briefcase to win his second WWE Championship, his first in about a decade. Now, when this happened, of course a lot of people that saw it occur, well, it got them talking, which is what WWE would want. They want people to talk about what's going on so that there's a good chance that they'll tune into Monday Night Raw tonight to see what the aftermath will be and what direction they will go in. However, the one thing that kept crawling into everybody's mind when this happened was that WWE is going to allow The Miz, Mike Mizanin, to walk into WrestleMania with this championship and defend it. However, that's what they thought originally, or that's the notion they started to have originally when this happened. But WrestleVotes, one of the more reliable wrestling news sites for behind-the-scenes information, 90% to 95% of the time, a few hours ago came out and made the announcement, or made the clarification, that Miz is not even in the title picture, or in the WWE Championship main event picture, as far as WrestleMania is concerned. And the reason being is because currently he is in a feud with Latino sensation rapper Bad Bunny, who currently holds the WWE 24/7 title. Now, you might say to yourself, oh, well, WrestleVotes doesn't always get it right, and they're just one of those sites that you can't really believe, and, oh, they're just lucky when they get certain things right, they're just lucky and all that, WWE's going to let Miz hold it till Mania because it gives them great publicity and stuff like that. Well, let me be the first to say that, WrestleVotes, as far as I know, has not yet, at least for a majority of the time, gotten any other information wrong, unless somebody on the inside of WWE gets wind of what's going on and says, you know what, these sites know what we got planned, let's change it up. So unless WWE decides to change it up, WrestleVotes usually gets the information that they provide to people, almost, like I said, 90 to 95% of the time correct. And in this case, it seems that they are right on the money of the fact that Mike the Miz Mizanin is not walking into Mania with this. And that the furthest that Mike may hold this is until at least Fastlane, at the latest. If not the earliest being tonight. So if you guys have the notion still, even after one of the more reliable wrestling news sites out there has pretty much clarified it's not going to happen, that, Miz is going to walk into Mania with the championship, then get that notion out of your heads. Wipe that notion clear from your heads because it's not going to happen. Now, you again may say, well, WWE could change their minds because they'll pretty much get, word about possibly, information being leaked out that they don't want leaked out. And just to spite us, and just to spite sites like WrestleVotes, they may switch it up and make that exact thing that we worry about happening a reality. And look, I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that, but here's the thing. Even without WrestleVotes coming out and saying or clarifying that this was not going to happen, I think a lot of us longtime fans, like myself included, the moment we heard and saw Miz cash in, we knew it wasn't going to be a long title reign. We knew it was going to be one of those transitional reigns where a champion only has the belt for a certain amount of time, and then they end up losing it back to the former champion that they beat it for. In this case, that being Drew McIntyre. Now, the question is, will Mike lose it tonight? Will he lose it at Fastlane? That's up to WWE. But the thing is, most importantly, is if you still believe WWE is going to let The Miz walk into Mania, the first Mania with a crowd since this whole pandemic started, with this title and defend it, then you got another thing coming. Because unless you forgot, Miz is locked in right now in a feud, like I said, with the Latino sensational rapper Bad Bunny. And that feud is supposed to culminate with a tag team match with Miz and most likely John Morrison teaming up against the team of Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. So with that said, again, if you have any notion and any belief that WWE is going to allow The Miz to walk in with this at WrestleMania and defend it, get that out of your mindset. Get that cleared out of your mind, because it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because we all know that in story, Bad Bunny is going to cost Miz this title, and that's going to set up their tag team match at Mania, between, like I said, him, Morrison, Priest, and Bunny. We know that's going to happen. So if you still believe WWE is going to let Mike the Miz Mizanin defend this at WrestleMania in a one-on-one triple threat or fatal four-way match, get that notion out of your minds. Because if we get any kind of multi-man match at Mania for the title, it's going to be Drew, it's going to be Sheamus, and it's going to be Lashley. And if it's a fatal four-way, you're going to add Keith Lee in there, because I think from a storyline perspective, they're going to have Keith Lee go after Lashley and blame him for taking him out of the equation at Elimination Chamber when it came to the U.S. Championship triple threat match. So with that said, if you still believe that, despite everybody from WrestleVotes to anybody else that's reporting a similar storyline and clarification of what's going on behind the scenes as far as Miz holding this, if your belief is Miz is going to walk into Mania with this, think again. Think again, because the only reason he has this is for several reasons. One, WWE needed to get that briefcase out of the picture to make room for the Money in the Bank briefcase of 2021. They need to get that briefcase, cashed in as quickly as they can, because storyline and legitimately, the contract in the briefcase is only good for a year. And if you don't have somebody cash it in after a year, it expires and it's null and void. So you might as well get it out of the way as quickly as you can. Secondly, it's getting people talking about what happened. Just like it's got me talking about what happened and letting you know that Miz is not going to walk in with a title, it's got people talking. So that's one of the other reasons. Third, it gets people to tune in to Monday Night Raw to see exactly what they're going to do next, like what the next direction will be. And four, it makes people start thinking that anything could happen in WWE once again, and that this kind of basically this shakeup here kind of proves it. But in the end, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if you still believe WWE is going to let Mike the Miz Mizanin walk into Mania with this, get that out of your head. Get that notion out of your head, because it's not going to happen, because his match is already signed, sealed, and delivered. The tag match with him, Morrison, Bunny, and Priest. It's already signed, sealed, and delivered basically for Mania. So get any notion that he's going to walk in with this out of your minds. But that's all I really wanted to say, guys. I just wanted to get that off my chest so that nobody worries that, they might see Mike the Miz Mizanin walking into Mania with this. Get that notion out of your mind, because unless WWE does change things around, it's not going to happen. So with all that said, guys, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments. In the comment section, if you will. Let me know what your thoughts are, I should say, in the live chat during this premiere. Comment if you like. Take care. God bless. But yeah, get the notion out of your mind that Mike's going to walk in with this, because he's not. So let me know what your thoughts are. Comment if you like. And I am out.